0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Hey, it's your boy Dustin for the Flying Chairs, the Rise podcast, and today, oh shit, you won't believe it, I got my good friend Jen back for the third time, and I haven't seen her in forever. It's like I was dying to get her back. We always have some fun chit chats because she's a Wisconsin girl herself. She has the Wisconsin Files on YouTube. You should definitely check her out because she's full of information and she's got a funny bone. So yeah, Jen, what's new? How you been? How was your summer and how was your Halloween?
Well, dude, first of all, thank you for having me back. It's always good to be on here. I always have a good time chit-chatting with you. We always go completely off topic or whatever's just, it's a good time. It's a good time. I had a okay Halloween. I didn't get to do as much as I would have loved to. I think that happens every single year. I always have like big plans, up to the month or the holiday coming, and then it never goes according to plan, but I always wish I could have done more or, seen more. I did get to go to some pretty cool creepy pioneer like historical locations and did have some kind of crazy experiences there, so that was really fun. And other than that, I was just doing a bunch of like goofy skits on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, just kind of whatever comes to mind. I'm also sewing a lot, doing a lot of sewing lately, historical dressmaking in particular.
I've seen that.
So
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
very,
yeah,
very impressive, by the way. It takes a talent to do. I mean, like,
I appreciate it.
I can only imagine the only people that are really doing that are the Amish and
But you know what? I got the cheat
the
code because my
Mennonites.
mom was so yeah, it is kind of random though. Like of all the things that I would pick up on, it would be sewing. But yeah, so it was kind of in my blood, I think. She gave me a bunch of machines, so I decided why not? I'll just start sewing. And that's what I did. I learned
That's amazing. My sister actually took up knitting and crocheting from my grandmother.
Those are
So
fun.
yeah, she loves making hats and stuff like that, and mittens and stuff like that. She's pretty good. So again, it's fun to see it run in the family still. So it's cool that your mother used to do it, and then
right.
now
I
you.
was gonna say, it's cool to see people create like that from literally like nothing, like your sister crocheting or knitting and stuff. Like that's even harder than like sewing. Like you're literally, making clothing or blankets or whatever from thread. Like it's crazy. It's a crazy process. That's pretty cool. She does.
I could definitely see you going to like some Civil War reenactments with your outfit and shit.
My God, I want to be a part of a Civil War reenactment. That's like my goal. I want to get invited to something like that.
That'd be really cool. I could totally see you doing that.
I would love to. That's awesome. Yes.
No, it's cool. I like people who go in the love of history, like you and I. I love that we getting so in depth with history, and especially in Wisconsin here, we have the treasure trove to
So
weird
much.
shit to real like history that like with the Native Americans. Like I love the story of Black Hawk of how he fought his last frontier here in Wisconsin, fighting off the white man.
We got Laura Ingalls too, and we got Caddy Woodlawn, like two like the most famous pioneer girls and they happen to be from Wisconsin, so that's pretty cool, dude. We got a lot of history. It's pretty wicked. And to think that those people saw stuff like the Black Hawk War and that all that go down in Wisconsin, it blows my mind. It just blows my mind.
For sure. Yeah, to be the first settlers coming here. Especially speaking of which, one of the first settlers did come here when they came to Rock Lake near Lake Mills.
Yes.
They're asking the natives, what the hell are these stone things popping out of the water? And they were saying the stone teepees of the ancient ones that they didn't really know much about because it's underwater.
It's pretty crazy too because of how old Rock Lake was. The water had been receded at one point, and then that spring had broke, which is why that became covered underwater. So it just like makes you wonder, man, what happened?
Yes. So these are the pyramids of Rock Lake. They're elongated. So there's a scuba diver that went down there in the 70s and kind of drew what he saw. And there was multiple.
And you can see them when the water's lower, right?
Yeah, but the water and the base of the lake is just murky and it's always sinking. So I can only imagine
Right.
this shit just every year just kind of just going down,
Sure.
down,
Getting
down.
further
Just probably the
down.
tips are just started just sticking out. But no,
That's what I
if
wanted.
they
I
did
always,
like big excavations, maybe they can see more of it. I'm sorry.
I
Go ahead.
wish. No, you're good. I was just commenting. I was just saying, like that would be the coolest. It would just be the coolest shit.
That is awesome.
It
Actually,
is. Rock Lake Falls.
I was gonna drop some news today. I found out when I was online that one of my photographs, not necessarily my photograph that this guy might have enhanced the photo on, but someone digitally enhanced one of the photos that I had from have from Colonel Wendell Stevens. So I rushed. Actually, when I
Oh,
saw this at
what?
work, I rushed home to go through my my photo
That's so
album to make sure I had
cool.
this photograph. I'm like, dude, I
Right.
do. Here it is.
That is
So here,
awesome.
I'll share the
Bring it
photograph
up.
and the enhanced photograph. So this is like a 14-year-old kid back in 1967 that was saw this thing, this uh, the object behind him, this alien that popped out of it. So he saw this object come down and this thing popped out of it, and he like this fast reaction pulled out his camera and snapped this one
Start
shot
taking.
before he tried to get more shots of it. Whenever he took the first shot, the thing like disappeared and the thing took off into the sky.
My
So
God, isn't that nuts?
it has this
That's
big
crazy.
bulbous head and it's got like a silver suit.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can see that.
And
You can see
then
some of these features too in it.
yeah, a little bit. And the
That's
eyes where the
crazy.
eyes would be.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You just get like these slight little.
And even like the sun is bouncing off his head. Like it's really shiny.
Right.
So
Dude, that's
someone
nuts.
so I was wigging out when I saw the enhanced photograph of this. You ready?
Yeah, dude, that's
All right. I
crazy.
think this is one of the best photographs.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Oh, right?
Oh my God, dude.
Right? What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It looks like
Yeah.
straight out of a fucking movie too, like a
Straight up.
1950s alien invasion movie or some shit. Like that's so crazy.
Yeah. And then this kind of makes sense of the how like it's almost like a metallic chameleon type. It kind of like has that shine
Yeah,
that kind of moves
I
all at
see.
once. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
And then like even the eyes, you can really see. It's almost like a
Yeah.
whole suit. This whole thing is wearing.
It's
Oh.
what the hell? Like that's nuts. That's something, dude. That's so crazy we have the technology to even do that. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right? That's what I'm saying. That's why it
That's
took so
so
long for this to even pop up, right?
right. That's awesome. Let's see if we're there now. Now we can like enhance so much more. Like, can you imagine? It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, Jesus. So I
That's
hope I don't have the F, the CIA or the fucking Men in Black knocking at
yeah,
my
we
door
don't have
tonight
that, man. Don't have
when I present this shit tonight. Oh man.
like,
So
what the hell
here's the
happened to
original.
Justin?
This is Colonel Wendell Stevens photographic archives amongst
That's
the
crazy.
200 that I
That's
got.
awesome.
And
Dude, that's
someone
amazing.
enhanced that shit, and that's what it looks like.
That's fucking
Sorry,
that's
I'm wigging the fuck
crazy.
out. It's gnarly.
I love it. That's fucking, but that's exciting. That's fucking exciting, especially
Very
for a photograph.
exciting. That
Oh, you
yeah.
probably look
Like
at it a million
what?
times, and then to see it, it's
Oh
so
no, I saw
like,
yeah, again, seeing it at work, seeing like I had a memory that out of this photo album that I have, I think I have that photograph that Wendell
yeah.
had. So I ran back and I'm like shitting it out. Like then I started taking photographs and so I'm gonna like
Oh,
make a YouTube video out of it too. Just
you
to
should. You
yeah,
should. Hell
yeah,
yeah, you should.
that's fucking
That's
dope.
pretty fucking cool. It's cool as hell.
So that's my news that I had to share today.
That's good.
And I was
That's
so
good.
anxious to tell you about it because I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. It's been a minute.
But
It's
no,
been a minute.
I like to we should link up now that you're in Wisconsin sometime and just find some haunted spots or go to some of the UFO hot spots here in Wisconsin.
Yes. Yes.
Down to go do
Yes.
some of that. It'd be fun.
I
Like we could actually film it and we can like I'm down to do
yes.
skits.
Good.
Skits.
Yes. Yes, dude.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna show a skit about my cat if I still have it. Of doing the, I think
Oh
we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about it
yeah.
yesterday.
Well, show me, show me.
Yeah, go into that skit right now.
This girl is the nastiest skank bitch I've ever met. Do not trust her. She is a fugly slut.
Okay.
I'll edit it.
This girl is the nastiest skank bitch I've ever met. Do not trust her. She is a fugly slut.
Well, that was great. That was
Yeah,
fucking
that
awesome.
was awesome, wasn't it?
That's a good one. That's a good
That was
one.
hilarious.
Hell yeah. Very creative. Very creative.
Well, thank you. So are
Oh, cool.
you?
Thanks.
Yeah. No, yeah, I like to put the aspect of that into my show too. Like just be a little funny, have a because everybody's so serious on
I know,
this topic, even though it is a serious topic. It is
Right.
kind of fun to think of different aspects and different theories of how it would go down if it does go down. If it's this shit right now that's coming upon us, coming down.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, really. It's like
so
everybody's like kind of always on edge, especially to being so exposed and seeing all this news, like bad news all the time, 24/7. And I think too, you got to have some comedy mixed in. You got to sprinkle in some laughs. You can't be so serious. And that was what gave me and my boyfriend the idea to do like skits and just be funny because we're like, nobody else is doing this, especially in the paranormal. We're like, nobody's making fun of it or nobody's laughing at it. We're just kind of making fun of ourselves. We're just poking fun at ourselves. And really,
yeah.
that was all about just being lighthearted a little
And
bit.
I think
It's-
people live vicariously through you guys, even in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like just
yeah,
because
yeah,
people don't think they can do that or don't do that or just saying
sure,
like, I think
sure.
we're the type of people who we don't care what people think and we just love our hobby
Exactly.
so much that we
Right.
just kind of like
Yeah.
pursue it and go for,
Yes.
and we
Yes.
relate to other people who are in this culture, and just have fun
Yes.
with it. That's why like you've gone to
Absolutely.
conventions and
Right.
um, I don't know. I went to my first one in Chicago. That was amazing. I don't know if I told you this. I was with Barnaby Jones.
I think we've talked about him, right? That's the guy, right? That's the boy. The guy.
Well, well, he's the Wisconsin Caps guy. Uh,
Yeah. I swear I know that
he's
name.
a Bigfoot hunter mainly, but he does like ghosts and. Well,
I
anyways,
don't
he's
know.
really awesome. He's really cool. He's
Oh,
got a
that's
whole
cool. Yeah,
team.
I don't know anything about him. I'm sorry. I was like, I
Oh,
wish I
that's
could
okay.
join in the
Well,
combo.
well,
Tell me about it.
I was in Jack Chavez.
Oh yeah,
His
I know Jack. I know Jack.
yeah,
Jack's
yeah.
cool.
So
Good
he
dude.
had
Like,
one of his Chicago
oh yeah, one of his guys. Sure, yeah.
conferences. So I was invited to that to bring the Colonel
Nice.
Wendell Stevens photographs.
Oh
And
my god.
I end up being with Barnaby Jones in his booth where he was doing his thing and
Nice.
selling his products and shit. And the booth just happened to be right across from MUFON. So the director,
From Moose. Say that one more time, because like my computer. I'm
no, that's all right.
sorry.
From MUFON,
Who's that?
MUFON,
Move on. No,
MUFON.
move on.
MUFON is a UFO organization in the United States.
What's it?
No.
What does it stand for? I don't think I've even heard of MUFON before. No, I feel so naive.
Oh man. So yeah,
So like, what-
MUFON is in every state. Every state has a MUFON. It's a
right.
UFO
Okay.
organization that like gathers information of like people who want to report sightings or
Oh,
they have
duh. Yeah, I know who that. I know
photographic
what that is.
evidence.
Oh
Okay,
my
yeah.
fucking. I know, Dustin. I know, dude. That's why we can't before we get on this shit, because that's when shit starts slipping. and I'm hearing something else. Now I just realized what the fuck he said. So
She's like, MILF? What'd you say, MILF?
yeah, I was like, my bad. That's how people.
No.
My bad.
So
Okay, can I continue?
yeah,
Fucking that's
so
crazy though. So you're across from their booth.
from their booth, and the head director was there, and
Oh
I
shit!
was I was like, everybody was nudging me on my back. Is like, you need to go over there with your photographs and introduce yourself. And I was like, all right, here we go. So I went over there and I presented myself of like telling my story of how I got these photographs. And his eyes bugged out of his head, and all
Oh
his
my god,
colleagues all like crept up behind him, like
that's
they never
amazing, dude.
seen they never seen like actual photographs. Like
Authentic,
maybe
yeah,
they have before, but not the
that's
old ones and the stuff that they've
right,
recognized before in
right.
old cases and old contactees.
Yeah.
Some of the Billy Meyer case.
Bro, that had
Photo,
to feel so good.
yeah. So they were just in awe and shit. So I was taking pictures of them and stuff like that, and of them just kind of wigging out over my pictures and stuff. I'll show a video of that too. So yeah, no, it was really an honor to talk to the head director. He's like, I want all your information. I want your phone number, your email. This game is it gives me his all his information.
Oh, that's
Super
fucking
nice guy.
awesome. That's
And then
awesome.
apparently when I left that table, another guy who was still there said that they talked about me for 20 minutes after I left.
Really, dude,
Yeah.
that's sick,
So I was just
man.
like,
I would have, yeah, I was like, I'd have been fanboy. I'd have been like, yeah,
I
guess
was
what?
like,
You did
yeah,
mom stuff, dude. Yeah,
there
this
we
shit's
go.
wild.
Let's get it. Because again, these needed to be disclosed, these photographs. I'd like to have somebody take these to Congress and be like, hey, what the fuck are these? I want you
Right,
just tell me what these are all about.
right, dude. That's crazy though. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. I
So
gotta get out more to like more UFO alien related
you should.
events and stuff like that. I need to like get way more. I want to like delve so far into it again. It's not that like I'm bored of the paranormal. I'll never be bored of the paranormal, but it's I missed like I was so into it for like a good like 4 or 5 years there where I was just nonstop. I still have like a whole catalog of reports and things on my laptop, dude. I have probably like 10 gigabytes of files of just UFO sightings and just so
Oh,
much in-depth
sweet.
information and shit from the blue book. You know what I mean? Like all
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit. I got tons of that stuff. So I have so much I could go back and like get back into and read up on because I didn't even scratch the surface because you know like that shit's so there's so much. There's so many sightings all the time, all around us, especially in the day and age of technology where everybody, you know, like we talked about before, everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's got like, you know, CCTV cameras. There's door cams. There's dash
Yes.
cams. Everybody's catching things at all hours of the day. It's kind of insane if you think about it. So we're seeing so much more. People are seeing so much more. And now they're
Yeah.
looking for it more. You know what I mean? And then after the
Yes.
government came out, kind of like confirmed what we were already, you know, they didn't outright say like, yeah, they might as well have just told us, you know, yeah, like it's out there, dude.
It's out there. And I
You
think they've
know,
been here since the dawn of time. Again, I think
me
even
too.
if they integrated themselves into our cultures to even persuade politics or
Right.
uh, or any other thing too, or just like to live amongst us like any other explorers would do if they went out. Probably like, I don't know. Just if they, especially if they look like us, very
I know you
human-like.
would think that we would have similar mindsets, right, or thought processes. You would think that any like species that kind of like crosses that barrier where we have like this consciousness that we have, you would think that we would all sort of kind of have a similar idea of what, you know, and I think like that curiosity, you know, or just like wanting to know more, like you want to learn. You have this like this yearning to learn. I don't know. I would just imagine that that would be the case for any other sentient being like us. It would make sense to me. So that yeah, I would imagine too they'd be like the explorers, you know, like the early day explorers exploring the frontiers, unknown lands, but they're doing it on a mega scale. Like, you know, could you imagine? And now maybe they're sitting there watching us, seeing how we're advancing without that information. Maybe there's a reason that we don't know that for sure. If you know, I mean, I know that they're out there. At least I like to think that I know that they're out there. You know what I mean?
I
So
think you
I
know that they're out there.
I believe in
You
it.
live in
Yeah,
Wisconsin.
hell yeah, dude. Hell
There's
yeah.
3 towns that claim to be the UFO capital of the world.
Woo. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Dundee,
Three of them. Three of them.
Elmwood,
Fuck yes.
Belleville.
Well, fucking
Bzzz. No, the fact
Belleville.
that a few years ago I went to Belleville's UFOs parade, and that was pretty cool. I went to the
Yeah, I was just gonna say
UFO
that's
pancake.
what I wanted to go visit really bad because I think all three of them like do a celebration, don't they?
Oh
Because
yeah,
I know,
every year.
right? Yeah, so it's like, man, I gotta get out there, dude. I've only ever
Actually,
did Dundee, so
I got some. Yeah, I'm a huge collector of UFO memorabilia.
hell yeah.
So let's see. Bear with me.
You're good. Take your time, man. You waited on me.
I think there's one more. Shit. There you go. Okay, I got it up. Oh, sorry.
Going great.
I thought it took be a lot easier because this is right at my feet here. So I have these really old vintage pins from the parades of.
Oh, nice.
Check this
I
out.
gotta get all close. Oh, cool, dude. That's cool, Dale. That's
So this is
fucking sick.
Belleville's one. This is from the early 80s,
That is super wicked. Damn, to think they've been doing it since then. That's
right?
crazy.
And then these are Elmwoods. Let's see. We'll start with. All right. We'll go to the newest to the
Holy
oldest.
shit. That's crazy.
So
That's
1989. And then 1980. The aliens are see-through because they're green. I got a green
Oh,
screen.
that's funny, too.
Well, everything green on here is through my green screen. Damn it.
That's funny.
Okay.
Those
And
are
then check
awesome.
this one out. This one was from 1980, and this is the 75th
Holy shit.
anniversary from the year 1980, though.
That's fucking awesome, man.
75 years from then? Holy
That's
bitch ass.
crazy. That's crazy.
Like what? Look at it's got like rust up on this motherfucker. Look at it, it's got this shit. This is old as fuck.
Man, see, everybody knew. Everybody knew. Even back then, they fucking knew.
Dude.
That's so wild.
Okay, but think about that. 75 years from 1980.
Right, like the 1920s or something, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's
Holy
doing there? Like 27 something?
yeah, it's just, again. Holy shit. Okay.
That kind of fucks me up, dude. Like, to think that those people were believing in that shit back. See? Something's out there.
Yeah, and here in Wisconsin thinking like that back then.
That's fucking wild. Dude. I never really like put it into perspective like that. That kind of blows my mind. Like I said, back then, especially back then. I mean, where would they even draw the concept of a, alien, alien like that?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That's like, was that even like even a concept?
Yeah,
They were really there and they were making that shit for real.
Right.
Like, oh shit. I don't know.
They were seeing it. They were there. They were visiting them. That's why. That's why.
Yeah. No, it's again amazing. Again, 1980, 75th anniversary then.
That's
wow.
fucking wild.
Very odd. Very, very odd. And again, it says a lot here, especially when we had Dundee Mountain that had like one of the most activity where there's like hovering UFOs right above it or they're just flying by.
Yes.
I think there's theories that there might be a pyramid underneath the huge mound that looks like a giant mountain From a distance, it
Right.
looks like a giant mountain. It's
I know
it's.
it does. It's massive. I saw it one time I visited, and I
I've
saw
yeah,
something.
actually, I climbed up myself up there too.
Oh, nice. See, I could. It was like wintertime, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing it." I was like, "Fuck that."
Yeah, that's totally understandable. But no, it's actually the scientific theory of how that was created was through because Wisconsin was the last glacier on United States, right? So when it was melting, there's running rivers underneath the giant ice block. And
Wow,
this
that's
apparently this big giant river was throwing these big ass boulders down this river and it just kind of started stacking on top
sure.
of each other and it started this
Wow,
mountain.
that's good. That's
Isn't that
crazy. I would have
crazy?
never
So it
thought
makes you
that.
wonder if there's some certain elements or something, or maybe a spaceship that got thrown underneath of that fucking shit
Yeah.
that is
Who
covered up in
knows,
rocks.
man?
Who knows? Like, what
Who
the fuck?
knows? That's wild, though. That's crazy. I didn't even know that about Wisconsin being the last place of the United States to,
To have a
lose
glacier,
glaciers,
yeah.
to have
The
glaciers
last
leave.
ice
That's
age. That's why we have the ice age trail, like that has the
yeah, yeah,
we have
yeah.
mammoths here.
Right,
Um
yeah. I went to go see one that we found. It was in Kenosha or whatever that was excavated here in Wisconsin,
oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. That's
pretty cool shit.
amazing.
Cool fucking shit. Yes.
Yeah. And dinosaur bones and shit. And we have
I know, I love that stuff so much. Oh god,
and
don't get me started.
Lake Michigan, that's another fucking weird mystery shit too. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy that we have that too. We're like surrounded by that. Lake Superior too is some wild UFO shit going on, Like all the Great
Well,
Lakes
did
are
you know there's a
really.
place in Lake Michigan called the Michigan Triangle, like the
Yes,
Bermuda
yes, I
Triangle?
love this. One
There's
of my
people
favorite.
have disappeared, boats and planes have all
Yep,
disappeared by the
yep,
hundreds. That shit
yes.
is gnarly.
And never to be seen
Hmm.
again, never to be found. Pieces gone, not finding any remnants of anything. Like some just are never seen ever again, which is just mind blowing too. 'Cause
Well,
it's like,
how eerie is this that they found an abandoned U-boat in the bottom of Lake Michigan there?
oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. And that's like, how the fuck did
That's another like wormhole
yeah.
shit there. Like
Yeah,
what
they
the
have like
fuck?
teleporting back and forth and stuff from the triangle into the fucking Lake Michigan triangle. Like
Yeah.
who knows, man? It's
No, it's kind
or
of like
like
that.
boats in like forests, in the middle of the forest, they'll like find fucking ships and stuff like that. Just random shit
Hmm.
sometimes.
Hmm. Or there's like UFO cases where like old planes from old cases appeared 25 years later, like in
Yeah,
pristine precision, still
right. Like
clean.
how do
Like
you
they just flew off back in 1950, but again, the
right?
crew's gone. Ooh, that's
Yeah,
gnarly. That's
it's
some
fucking
shit.
crazy. It makes you wonder, like, man, you can't tell me there ain't something happening out there, dude, that we just don't know about exactly, like
Or
how it
like
works.
that woman who flew around the world that just disappeared, and no one knows what happened to her back in the
Which one, Amelia Earhart?
yes.
Yeah, 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 dude. It's crazy. It's wild to think
That's
like
eerie too. That's like some shit. She just fell into a hole.
I know, or like people talk about how they were like hearing interference on their intercoms. Like there's all kinds of theories around that case too. That case is just like a mind fuck as well.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, dude. You never know. Like fuck, just slipping into like alien black holes or something. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy though.
All right. Oh man. Yeah. Again, we have the Burlington Vortex too. You know, have you been to that place?
Oh, the Burlington Vortex. No, I don't even think I've heard of this. So please fill me in.
Oh, you might have to take a gander. There's a place in Forest that I have to find more information exactly where it is. But there's a vortex where you go to the certain spot in the forest. And this woman used to take people on tours. Her name was Mary Sutherland. I'm getting that all fucked up. Her first name is Mary. But she was taking people on tours. And she'd give people like Polaroid cameras and disposable cameras and even digital cameras. And she was
Yeah.
just like, go take pictures of whatever, yourselves
Yeah.
or or just the landscapes and stuff. And all the fucking pictures come out all like weird and psychedelic and fucking like orbs and there's like triple visions of somebody, It's like it is
That's
like
crazy.
right? There's like no
That's wild.
explanation
Can you
besides this
explain
like
that more?
weird
What was
vortex.
Like,
energy. And there's pyramids in Burlington. Yeah, it's fucking
oh
gnarly.
shit,
Kind of
that's
like
cool.
Aztalan. It's kind of like what they
I
have.
was just gonna say wherever it seems like wherever there's pyramids, you're gonna get like alien activity associated with that area. Almost
Oh
it
yeah.
almost goes hand in hand, dude. Just like water and UFO sightings as well. It's just I don't know. I
Yeah.
wonder what it is. I mean I'm so curious.
Yes. Well, Aztalan is very, very mysterious, you know. And just
Oh, I
like,
love Ashland. My
yeah,
favorite.
how the Native Americans in the area before these people came to build Aztalan they looked totally different, dressed differently, practice elongating their heads. Not all of them, probably the high priestess. But yeah, again, they set shop and built a gigantic wall and built the pyramids inside of it, and then waged war with the local Indians and practiced cannibalism and had other weird rituals. Um, but yeah, the most mysterious part that they just dropped everything and disappeared out of thin
Oh,
air.
what?
There's no sign of sickness or war, even though they caused a lot of war. You'd think that would be the one coming. But no, there was so much food and resource because it was right behind them. Their village was this river, running river with fish and crawfish and whatnot. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it makes you really wonder what happened to these people or why did they come from afar? They have this connection with the pyramids of Illinois, the big giant ones.
Yeah,
There,
the the Cahokia people, the
yeah,
Mississippian
the
people.
Mississippians, yes, the
Yeah, and
Mississippian cultures.
it's just crazy too to think like what would make them want to leave, especially putting all that effort into cultivating this area like they did. You know, like you said too, having plenty of resources. They had like the river behind them. You know, lots of game. The game was just good. Like
Yeah,
what them caused to just disappear like that.
and I thought it was really unique. They had a princess there that they really
The shell
worshipped.
princess.
Right, and they went to all the way to the Atlantic Ocean to get these
Yep.
shells just to be buried
Yes.
with this woman. I mean, that
It's
could
like
be a fucking journey, yo. Like,
it
who's
was like what a
checking that one?
6 years, yeah, 6 years journey. Like, dude,
Oh shit!
like whole families were raised at that time, like going to get them damn shells.
All right,
That's
yeah. If I
crazy.
shit, and just to navigate is amazing, right?
Yes,
I would
dude.
just picked. I would have gone to the nearest lake, like Lake Michigan. That's the fucking. Even like back then, you probably think that was the sea. You
The
know,
end of the world right there. Yeah, that's the ocean. That's gotta be it, man. Ain't no way. I mean, it's a sea, so
like just from standing on the beach of Milwaukee, you look at Lake Michigan. It looks like the fucking ocean.
it
Like, no
does,
shit.
dude. You
No
don't see
shit.
land.
And you can
It's
go out way out there in the middle where you feel like you're in the ocean too. You don't see no fucking land anywhere.
and those giant ships out there too. Looking at how
Oh
tiny
yes,
they
looking at
look.
those ships. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It really puts it into like, perspective how just massive Lake Michigan is. It's a
Well, it
landlocked
makes you
sea.
wonder: is there any like rich ass people that live off Lake Michigan that have the gigantic yachts? You know, just
Yeah, right? I'm
letting in them.
sure. I'm fucking sure. I'm sure there's a lot. I bet you,
That's
dude. There's
crazy.
no
Big
way.
ass
Ain't no
yachts.
way there's not. Fucking yeah, that's such a fucking trip, dude. And then too, like you said, like what the fuck is going on in Lake Michigan? I don't know, man. That place is so fucking creepy.
Well, you
Honestly,
know
if you
another
think.
thing too they found in Lake Michigan, I think it's upper north of Lake Michigan was this monoliths of standing stone, kind of like Stonehenge, but not like stacked on each other.
Oh, maybe yeah.
But they had mammoths carved into them, you know?
Oh wow.
So it's just like how much I mean, that could have been all that water from the glacier I was talking about from like being the last glacier went into Lake Michigan or all the other
Yeah.
damn lakes, you know what I'm saying?
Here,
But
here.
but
It's time.
there's cultures before these glaciers, you know. I don't know, it's so
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah. 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 Right. Who knows, man? That's the thing. I guess we'll never know.
Well,
Makes you
there's
wonder.
a guy, Frank Joseph, who wrote the book Atlantis in Wisconsin.
Oh, nice. Never even heard of it.
It's awesome. And it's all his theory that there's this ancient cultures that have been here since the dawn of time and has some maybe hints that maybe has some trails of Atlantis because we have this Michigan Triangle and we have
Yeah.
we have aliens here and we have all these weird fucking people here and we have
You know,
werewolves, dogmen,
we
Bigfoot,
do.
ghosts.
Oh,
It's
man.
the whole kick and caboodle.
It is, dude. It really is.
Shit.
It's crazy how much just Wisconsin alone has. You know what I mean? We even have vampire sightings, for fuck's sake. Like, it's a trip.
Yeah.
Mineral Point vampire, you know?
Shit. And we have well, let's talk about some of the serial killers. We have Ed
Oh,
Gein, that
yeah.
wasn't really a serial killer, but he was a grave robber, and he just made some very
Disgruntled.
macabre objects. Yeah.
Yes, he did. It's fucking nipple
Super skulls and nipple belts and a
belt.
full woman suit that he would wear on a full moon prancing around acting like a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. But we talked about, me and Jen watched the new series Ed Gein, and it had all the movies that had the inspiration from Ed Gein, like Psycho and which one other one? Oh, sorry, just
Chainsaw
yeah,
Massacre.
thank you. And
Yes. Yep.
and Silence of the Lambs. Sorry, I'm like just having a brain fart
Yes.
there. But I love how they coordinated it into that series of like how which one and all the actor or all the directors got their influence from this one
Right.
deranged man. And again, he kind of had a sad story. He didn't really get to grow up. He was kind of slow, and his mother
Yeah.
abused him with religion and hating women and being confused with
Dude.
himself and
Yeah, it was a
sexuality.
breeding ground for some heavy shit to happen to his psyche as a child. You know what I mean? Like that, he definitely didn't stand a chance being raised by Augusta.
No, definitely not.
Poor guy.
uh, so no, it was very deep. I think they did a great job, and the fact that I'm from
Very
Madison, Wisconsin, towards the end of the series, there he ends up at the psych ward where here in Madison where he stayed,
Mendota.
Mendota. So it was
Yeah.
kind of like fun to think about that, watching it, that it was just happened down, on the east side of
Right.
Madison.
It is wild, especially too to think like how nonchalant he seemed to be. Like, he was just such a quiet presence, they said. Like
He
it
was,
really
yeah.
was he's very mild mannered. He was just kind of a keep to himself kind of guy. And I guess that's not the ideal serial killer, or like, somebody that you would think would sit and fucking carve up bodies in the middle of the night and start like fucking grave robbing and just the wild
Again,
shit
it
that he
takes
had.
a lot to grave rob. I'm sorry, do it by
Yeah, I was
yourself.
thinking that
You know what I'm
same
saying?
shit
Like,
too. I
and this
was
guy would
like,
do it in winter time too. I was like, holy fuck.
right. Oh no, dude, we were talking about that. We're like, that ground had to be so fucking hard. He must have just been mad. And then, like, to be out there for probably hours, like, how you were lucky nobody drove by and saw your ass. Like, what the
Right.
fuck are you doing, man?
And how many people are dying at once here in, what was it, Plainsville?
And what? And when what?
I said, how
Sorry.
many people are dying in this small town anyways for him
Oh,
to get like
yeah,
fresh graves?
exactly.
So
Yeah,
again, he really had to go for some of these old people too. But again,
right.
a lot of the people he dug up are around his mother.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of funny. And then he even tried to dig his mother up, but she had the cement concrete,
Yep.
probably knowing that his goofy ass was going to do something crazy.
She was like,
No, I
"You
was kidding.
fucking locked me down good. Don't let that son of a bitch stick me up." Like,
Yeah, right.
oh, what the fuck?
So yeah, the fact that like he kept his mother's room like a shrine,
Right. It
and
was like,
he tried to recreate his mother and other corpses and stuff like that. I remember when he was at the hospital too, he was talking through a radio that wasn't even plugged in, but he thought it
Yeah,
was. He's just talking to himself, and he's his imaginary friends. Where the fuck he had?
right.
Shit.
That show was such a trip, man. I love that show though. I thought it was great. I had so
Yeah.
much fun watching it. Like I thought they did so good, like you said, just kind of incorporating all the influence Ed Gein himself has had on modern pop culture or like horror culture. You know what I mean? Like it was such a big part of. I mean, so far every generation has had a movie, whether it was from Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like we all got a taste of Ed Gein all through the ages now. Like
We
his
did.
influence
Yes.
reached all through the ages. That's just so fucking crazy, dude.
It
It's
is
just
crazy. Yeah. And there's the fact that like he had a fan base too when he was in prison or when he was at the psych ward.
yeah,
People would write
mhm,
him like other sick fuckers and shit, other serial
yo,
killers
yo.
that would
It
idolize
was
him.
really
He's
incredible.
just again, it was just like only if they really knew what his reasoning was and like his own psyche and like
Mhm,
out of touch of reality he really was. It's just like it's
right.
almost a sad thing,
It is.
Again,
It is.
I don't really. Maybe the reason why I sympathize for him because he's not much of a killer. He only killed two people, and I think he really
Yeah.
just wanted a fresh corpse to actually do and play with and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, really,
Yeah. I
still
mean,
gnarly, not good to do, but again,
yeah.
out of touch of reality.
I was just gonna say, but he himself didn't even really remember any of the things he did. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Too. I think, and he tripped out about that too. Like, oh
yeah,
my God, am I really a killer? Like. That's
right,
why I
yeah,
think he went to grave digging so he wouldn't kill.
yeah. That's just kind of it is like you said. It's just fucking sad. It's honestly
Yeah.
kind of fucking
Well,
sad.
speaking of grave robbing, there was another three kids that were here in Wisconsin,
Oh
and
no.
one of them was named Dustin, unfortunately.
Oh,
Fucking shit.
Dustin.
So these kids thought it would be fun. They were like 13, 14 years old, and they were like, they saw this beautiful girl in the obituary, and they're like, oh, let's go fuck her because she looks beautiful. So they all thought it'd be a great idea to grab some shovels and whatnot and condoms, and then they were caught red-handed by the police.
What
So
the
the
heck,
police, they're like, what the fuck are you doing here with shovels and these condoms? And they're like, well,
dude?
I guess we
Oh
gotta
my
be honest
god.
with the cop. We're here to fuck this dead girl because we thought she was hot in the newspaper. And that's what happened to these three kids in Wisconsin.
They had the sense to bring condoms at least, and I'm happy they get caught before doing. Because what
But
the
this girl
fuck?
died in a car accident. I can only imagine how fucked up this woman is.
Oh my! Just
Yeah.
mangled like
Yeah, right.
just
Oh,
like
shit.
what the fuck, dude? I
Uh,
couldn't imagine that would be so wrecked. Oh, no pun
super
intended.
bad. Super bad.
Super bad. That's an
Yeah,
understatement.
so besides that guy, we have those guys. We have the the bone breaker.
The Baraboo Bone Breaker.
Yes, the Baraboo bone breaker. And he has a gnarly story of kidnapping people just to tie to beds and break their bones with multiple objects just to hear their bones break. And he gets I don't know if he gets a gratification sexually or he
It's
just
just,
gets it for shits and gigs.
dude. Oh, I can't stand
That'd be
celery
weird
sap.
if he like did like break your bones and you look like a pretzel and he jacks off on you.
It's just yeah. I would just be like, what the
You're
fuck?
a
Like,
frosted
dude, I
covered
thought
pretzel now, bitch.
and I'd be like, I thought it sucked in my fucking leg broke, but now he's just fucking like,
The
what
yogurt
the
pretzel.
fuck?
Oh, bogus.
Just fucking just. I mean, it's not funny, but what the fuck?
Yeah,
That
right.
shit it's wild.
It is
Ugh, he
wild.
made me cringe. And he had the obsession with the socks. He would like cover the kids, like that one kid that survived. He said he would just pile socks on him, like layer him up in socks after snapping his legs. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? He had just weird kinks. I don't know. And like, what he was hiding this kid in his upstairs of his house was like kind of like an apartment area, and his
Uh-huh.
fucking parents are living downstairs. I had no idea that the fucking kid's killing
Oh,
people
that's insane.
upstairs. It's just
That's
so
insane.
crazy.
That's like another. Remember this other case in Wisconsin? I forgot how long. Not too long ago, but like this girl saved her own life. Remember this guy saw that she was super hot off the school bus, and she's like 11 years old, 12 years old, or some shit.
Oh shit! No, what?
Remember, she
Oh,
gets oh, so this guy like has this whole plan and has this little kitty dungeon set up when he has, and
oh,
he was like 20 something years old himself. So he grabs a
oh.
shotgun and goes to the house, shoots the dad through the door, the front door,
Oh yeah, no,
grab,
I remember this story. Yes, now I remember
grabs
this story.
grabs the girl, and then has her watch her mother get her head blown off with the shotgun. And
Oh
then he gets
god,
thrown her in
yeah.
the throws her in the in the in the trunk, drives off, and then heads home to this dungeon where he gets her. And he's living with his dad at the time too.
Oh
So this is another fucked
god.
up thing. So this girl is missing, right? And then the
Yeah.
fact that no one knows where she was, and she fucking escaped and saved herself. And someone
That's
found her on the
right.
street all fucking like tied up and shit. And
Oh, how fucking horrifying.
right?
Oh my god, that
But
poor
talk about
baby.
make a movie out of that one.
No shit
Oh,
though.
shit.
Seriously. And then we got the Slender Man, stabbings. So
Oh
we
yeah,
kind of
that's
got
right.
fucking Wisconsin's crazy with that shit, dude. We got so much. We're fucked up, dude. We're fucked up here. Don't go to Wisconsin the same way you want to be. Like, dude,
Better start
like
parenting,
some of the most
motherfuckers.
notorious. Yeah, no, for real.
Be
We've
nice to
got
your
some homeless
kids.
kids.
Don't bully
Seriously.
kids. Stop bullying. Stop being bullies.
Yeah,
Be a
fuck
lot
that.
less crazy fuckers to come after the crazy. Yeah, I could say a lot.
Wild, man.
But yeah, no, how wild, huh? Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's fucking trippy. Fucking Wisconsin is. This is a doozy.
Hmm. Well, what else besides Wisconsin that's crazy lately? Oh, we could talk about what's maybe coming upon us in this month or next month with the asteroid or mothership.
We talked about that, yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I think this thing might be like the big wake up call for humanity where I get we're not alone and we've never been alone. And the fact maybe if it does pass us, like there's a theory the fact that it has passed the sun a few days ago and it might, you know, again, there's a lot of images of it saying it's like intelligent and it's
That's
elongate like
crazy,
a
dude.
cigar and shit like
Right.
it's gnarly.
See, I'm
No way,
excited.
right?
That's cool, dude. That's what we need, though. We need something. We need some like
I think that would be
heavy
the
ass.
clarification right there.
Yes,
That like you're
yes.
lucky that we didn't stop here and kind of screw up what you got going on. You should maybe still wake up your people though. And maybe this is
Thank
like the
you.
slow drip. Or this could be the start of Project Blue Beam. You ever heard of Project Blue Beam?
Well, we all get eaten up like the Rapture, but instead of Jesus, it's the aliens.
Yeah.
We're going
Yep.
to a higher place. I'm ready.
Yeah. I'd like to see this government pull off this gigantic, megalithic, worldwide hologram. That you're gonna hear messages in your head by satellites. Like what?
See, I would love for
Again,
it.
I love to see if it, even that, if humans pull that off. Hats off to them.
Yeah.
'Cause I look, even if,
You got my respect. That's
right,
crazy, man.
yeah. But no, I think there's ETs that would like set the record straight that have been here since the dawn of time. Like you fucking humans, what are you gonna do? Gonna copy us?
No
Like,
shit,
no
though.
way.
Fucking flick you like a penny. Like, get the
Yeah,
fuck
like
out of here.
we'll flick a little hologram out of the sky. Like get the fuck.
Like, piss off. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Humans can be a little overconfident. I'll give them that. Humans like to definitely think that they could stand their ground, but I don't
Yeah.
know if that would be the case.
Humans would have a hologram of the spaghetti monster. You ever heard of this?
I think so.
You ever heard of the spaghetti monster cult?
Go ahead. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you off.
No, the spaghetti cult, the spaghetti monster cult. There's
Yeah, is that
people who
that thing?
believe people believe there's like a spaghetti monster in religion and shit.
That spindly
Really?
thing in the sky, right? Like that,
No, like a
right?
weird. No, you should Google this.
Oh, I'll
It's
Google it
really
right now.
bizarre. Yeah, do it
Okay,
right now.
I'm gonna. Hold on. Okay, so it's the spaghetti. Tell me again.
It's called, yeah, Spaghetti Monster Community.
All right, dude. First thing that pop up says spaghetti monster religion.
Yeah, there it is.
Literally, that's fucking wild. What the fuck?
Wow, tell me what it says.
And then like a little
Yeah,
Adam
there it
with
is. Yeah. He's got balls. He's got real balls.
This is ridiculous.
Look at the eyes on it. Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That artwork. Huh. Wow, okay, so it's a thing. Okay,
It
well,
is
you
a-
learn something new every day.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Referencing a fucking cryptid for a second because
It's
I
yeah,
was like,
it is believable as CryptoCoin.
it's the silliest thing I've ever heard. It's so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a trip.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are crazinesses out there. You know, there's like, I think there's Heaven's Gate that still has a website that still runs. You know that?
Oh, really? Damn, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
You
Like,
know that whole case, that's mass suicide back
yeah,
in the
that's like
80s?
one of my. Not that it's like my favorite.
Oh,
I
it could
don't
be
want
your
to say
favorite.
but I've definitely been a fan. Like, not a fan. It was just fucked up.
I wish I was the one to put the plastic bag over the guy's head while he's taking the poison.
It was just kind of a fucking crazy story, dude. Like, I couldn't believe that all these people would, willingly want to be a part of something like that. It's just like, how far do you go, like, with your mind to just, I don't know, to drink the Kool-Aid, man? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, to even join something to even want to join something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I might infiltrate it though. I would do it like if I was gonna go in just to see what it was about. I would just like play
Yeah, I just
along.
wonder if there's like followers, not to the extreme of committed suicide. Maybe if there are, they're just not making it or making it known. So,
Right,
like the
public,
suicide probably wouldn't happen if like more people are trying to stop it. You're stopping our alien that's coming across the sky right now. We gotta die to get up to the. That's the whole theory of like them dying was their soul has to like go into the spaceship that's like arriving that day.
That's fucking trippy, dude. It's
Yeah,
just
it's a
crazy.
trip. Or I wonder if this like spaceship that just came past us now is somebody's taking Heaven's Gate right there.
I was just gonna say like they're prepping. Yeah, they're like all getting ready, like Doomsday. They're like, dude, this is it. This is it.
Well, I don't remember the guy who just talked about the rapture this year. Did you hear about this? It was a
Yeah.
This guy was a nobody. He was like he was
He just
known.
started out
This
of nowhere.
yeah, he just went online. He's like, guy talked to me and he like told me that it's the rapture and this is it. And all the hardcore religious folk are like, oh my god, he's telling the truth. Let's go. Let's do it. He's the Messiah. What the fuck?
It's so insane, dude.
He's
And
the
then people-
demigod. He knows what's up.
Dude, it reminds me of being in school when you have so much fun playing pretend, even though like your friends like having like a fake seizure pretending to be possessed and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe you're possessed. And you're like, it's like kindergarten shit, dude. It's like I don't understand how people fucking go along with that.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that,
why
bro.
Joseph Smith did it right at the right time with those people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
the Mormons came about when yeah, just when this crazy guy is saying like, yeah, had to look into a hat and read the prophecy.
Look at doing that.
I was trying to pull rabbits out of it, but shit. God had other things. I don't know.
Out of pocket, bro. They're out of pocket. Fucking
God came from a planet named Kola. He had 77 wives.
And he told me I better do the same.
He's a plagamist. He loved his key parties. Going to swinger parties, fishbowl.
Sounds like God. Sounds about right. Yeah. Okay. Let's make this a religion, guys.
Yeah, right.
Let's do
It's
that.
got to be sex involved. I'm gonna be a fun one.
That's why they have like 30 kids, dude. That's why they all have like fucking
Yeah, right.
children. It's crazy.
And all those kids are all fucked up and shit too. I
I
get enough
know, man.
attention.
It's crazy that
And the
shit's
pastor and the leader wants to fuck me in the ass.
and they like normalize it, bro. They're like, this will
Yeah,
get me
right?
into heaven. I can't wait. Like, this will get me
Yeah.
on God's good
I
graces.
can't wait to get his warm jizz in my ass.
Yeah. The Lord heeds it. I must obey. No, no.
I better get some holy bread after this.
Yeah, they might want to do some serious fucking praying, dude.
Yeah. Right. Oh
That whole
man,
cult is
that is
corrupt.
that is so fucking crazy. Yeah, no, there's a lot. Again, religion's got it all wrong. They just didn't understand the important stories. At least for me, like especially the ones that are depicting flying, flaming chariots and interacting with angels, breeding with angels, and angels coming
Yeah.
down from a fucking ladder and a fucking guy getting swallowed up by a whale living for fucking 3 days. Then talking about the whale's ribs are all fucking gold and then he gets spit out and he's like, what the fuck?
The Bible's unhinged, bro. The Bible is unhinged.
It's like, and then Ezekiel with a flying wheel and going up into the sky with the chariots and then measuring buildings and asking God, why the fuck am I measuring this building? He's like, because I'm sent your fucking ass here to do it. And he's like, all right.
And then they asking them like, you better snip off your kids' dick skins because
Yeah.
I need that to happen. It's like,
Your dicks look crazy if you don't. You get yeast infections.
It's so stupid. Or he's like leading people up onto mountains. He's like, you better kill your kid because that'll prove you love me. Because if you don't love me, well,
Then
you're
again,
going to
there's all
hell.
a test. And the guy's like, you're actually going to
Yeah,
kill
but
your
then
kid.
he's like, about to do it. He's like, oh, just joking. Jokes. I got you.
Yeah.
Just testing you. Like, God, what the fuck is your problem, bro?
No. Yeah, there's a lot of. I think they just didn't have the vocabulary to describe what they were seeing. And I think the Bible is just one big collection book of UFO stories. And it had to been seen by
Honestly,
thousands of people. Because there'd be too many people that would be like, that doesn't sound right. That isn't right. That's just preposterous. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
at least Jesus had a bunch of people who saw his ass do a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or to make it sound like he's
Right.
a half-breed alien shit.
Honestly,
like,
though, it would make more sense to me that would be exactly what it is. Just a collection of like stories.
it is.
Of, like,
It really
like,
is.
yeah,
Oh my
I
God, it
totally
really is.
that. Because like, yeah, dude, and I think that shit gets kind of misconstrued through the ages, and man,
They
like,
don't have the vocabulary to describe what they
right,
were seeing.
yeah.
And a lot of it
Man
is
wants
when they
to
talk,
wait
it's very poetic, isn't it? Not it's just like
Yeah. Sure, right.
like just fucking talk and say fucking what happened. Like, what the fuck?
Tell me what the fuck happened, bro.
Let me shake her. No, yeah, no, it's beautiful too. I think that's especially when the older stories of the Bible are the best, like the Book of
Oh,
Enoch.
the Old Testament.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like that's the
Yeah.
shit. That's like when gods are fighting amongst each other about
I know,
decisions what they want to make on Earth. And if anything,
Right.
that old shit makes Lucifer looks like the good guy.
I've always said that. I've always said Lucifer's
Oh my God.
boy, man. Dude's got a
Seriously,
bad rap.
he's the one. He's the one that's making us think and doing the shit we're doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he got us
Without
the free will that we deserve,
the God
bro.
that like you're praising was the one that's just like you wanted to be dumb and shit, you know, and hate each other. That was the shit.
Right,
Because
dude.
here, the Tower of Babel, again, men were working together and spoke the same language and building megalithic structures enough where this tower was reaching to this God that was sitting in the clouds. Right?
Right.
A UFO, in my opinion, was like
aliens.
got
Aliens, dude.
a jealous, petty human emotion. Be like, hey, my
Right.
creation is getting kind of like me, too much. So I'm gonna do some magic while they all sleep, and the next day they're gonna hate each other and speak all different languages. So when they woke up, they're like, "Oh, ready to work today." But like, you know, like they couldn't understand each other. They got mad, and irritable right away. They're like about to kill each other. Enough where they're like, fuck it, and they stop building the tower, and they all just like spread across the planet. So
That
that's how we
one,
all have our languages,
that
apparently.
one.
So, hmm.
That's a
Again,
trip, dude. It
so
makes sense to
beautiful and
me though. It
poetic.
makes sense.
I love it.
Me too,
Hmm.
man. I like a good theory on the Bible, just
Yeah.
because like I've had so many of my own like because I grew up in a Christian household, so the Bible and reading the Bible was so prominent through my life, and then I always questioned it. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like that doesn't make sense. But then when you spin it like that, when you think about it in this kind of way, where it's them seeing UFOs and shit that they can't really fucking explain what they're seeing, like to me that makes more sense. Like that makes sense to me.
No, I totally agree. And like, yeah, there's just the long history of this being told in history books, like the Hindus too. I like their Hindu stories as much of anybody because I think they're like a treasure trove of ancient astronauts because their stories. If you're talking to like if you went to India and talked to anybody who practice Hinduism, they actually believe that these gods are flesh and blood beings, like for real. Like even
Yeah.
even like deformities in India, like if the kid has multiple legs or arms or has
Yes.
a tail, they are
Right.
worshipped as the monkey
Right.
god or the god that has multiple arms and shit. Like the
Yep.
villagers and people will pillage to this girl's house and to be represented as a god to be blessed. I mean, it is kind of sad for the people who had these deformities to be kind of set in this life of like you can't go anywhere anymore because they praise you as this god now, this
Yeah.
reincarnation of this god. It just shows how powerful the
I
religion
was just gonna say, right, yeah.
uh but the fact
Right.
that these beings that they once interacted with in the remote past were flesh and blood beings enough where it left the impression of the people of seeing like
Right. Right.
especially
Yes.
their temples, the stupas, they're all the
I
shape of
love that.
vimanas.
Oh, so beautiful.
So
So beautiful.
again, the vimanas were the flying vehicles of the gods. The gods needed a vehicle to go to A to B. They just can't just magically appear. So that's another thing too. It was just like, huh. Again, the cargo cult starts when the gods left. They build these stupas in shape of vimanas. So,
Mm-hmm.
bam, ready for that return.
Hell
So,
yes. Hell fucking
and I
yes.
think they're all just itching for the return of the gods with these deformities that they have with the kids there.
And the fact that they still like worship them as deities, though, even after all this time, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
throughout the
sure.
ages, still
Yeah.
carries on as they're like it's that just shows the rich culture, dude, and that's kind of crazy. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty cool though.
Yeah. And the Vedas are like oldest written scripture that never has been changed, like from
Oh, that's
any kind of
awesome.
versions. You know what I'm saying? Like
Wow.
when it was once wrote in, I think it was word of mouth at first, but someone sat there and fucking read it all. Holy
Could you
fuck, man.
imagine? Could you
No.
fucking my? I would have carpal tunnel. I'd have arthritis.
Yeah, right. And there's so many stories, man. I like the ones with the gods fighting amongst each other and using nuclear warfare.
Oh
That's
shit!
do you know much about like the Moraborata and the Mamararata? Those two stories have like detailed stories of gods flinging nuclear bombs at each other enough where it's affecting the natives of India on the bottom because they're fighting at the top of the sky. But
Alien.
the radiation fallout of these bombs were hitting these people where they had described the sickness of radiation in the scriptures of like people who were dying of bleeding from the eyes, radiation
Oh my
poisoning,
god, dude.
nails falling out, pregnant women's babies would die, elephants would die. People from far away have these burns and shit, like
Oh my
crazy.
god. Yeah, that's radiation, bro.
And there's places in India, India and Pakistan where they both meet. There's there's a place where like there's the rocks were like petrified, like it had so much heat it turned into glass, basically.
Oh
So it's
wow.
like a nuclear blast would make the ground turn into glass, basically like green
Right.
glass. Yeah, there's like
Ew.
radiation rocks over there. So that
What
the
the
stories of
fuck?
India have a lot of truth. So it's like,
That's
fuck,
pretty
man.
awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah, I love learning new stuff like that. I think that's fucking amazing. That's pretty cool. Because I never
Yeah.
knew that. That's cool.
Well, I'm here to educate.
I like
You
getting
ever
educated,
heard
man.
of, well, speaking of the cargo cults, you ever heard of the Kayapo Indians in Brazil?
I don't think so. Tell me about it.
I
Tell me.
will. So they have this ancient story that they still cling on to, and they do this ceremony once a year to talk about this thing that came down from the sky with fire and smoke that landed nearby a mountain near their kind of village. These people were drinking from the same water hole as the animals at the time. Didn't really have a language, didn't know what they were doing. They were just kind of gathered there. So this thing
Oh
came
wow.
into their little village they had going, and it was like the Michelin Man. It was like the Stay Puft Man, Marshmallow Man. Like he was so bulbous, and he just came in like, and he all the brave Indians there try to fight him with sticks and stones, and all the sticks and stones that hit his clothing turned into dust. And then he must have laughed for the fragility of these people, and he took out his weapon and aimed it at a tree, and it blew up, and all the Indians ran into the bush. So
Oh shit.
he stood in their village for days like a statue until some more brave Indians came near, offering food to his feet. And then he started speaking in their language, and they're like, "Whoa, how do you know our language?" He's like, "Well, I had to listen to you motherfuckers talk about me and uh, have their plan to do what you're gonna do with me, basically." So he learned their language from afar, and he said, "I'm here I want to teach you guys stuff." You know, he's taught them agriculture, mathematics, astrology, and
Damn.
he fell in love with one of the women there and married her and stayed there
I
for
love you so, man.
years. So again, he was able to mate with this woman after taking off his suit.
It's
Apparently,
Michelin
he
Man.
had white skin and a beard, and yeah, again, didn't have the
Wow.
things that Southern Americans, Indians don't have facial hair like that, you know.
Right. Right.
And he had a
Well, that's
glass
fucking
helmet.
cool. Oh wow.
So he stayed with these people, teaching them, and he had a school named after him called Beb Karoti, and they still practice and still use that school, talking about what they have learned because they still live like primitively, like primitive.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
kind of still
That's
live like their
cool.
ancestors do. So again,
Right.
they have the once a year celebration by dressing up one of the villagers as Beb Karoti in this straw suit that looks like an
Oh, that's
astronaut,
awesome.
and they dance
That's funny.
around him telling the story of how he came in and taught them, and then he returned to the stars promising one day to return, kind of like all religions and all different stories of gods,
They
that
all share
one
some
promise
commonality.
of return, you know.
That's awesome. That's
So
cool, dude. And
hmm,
that's a good like remembrance for him, I suppose. A tribute. It's a good tribute for him.
yes. Well, on that note, I think that'd be a good one to end on, huh?
I'm so sorry. Say that one more time. Hold on, my kids are walking in. Hold on, shh, guys, just quiet. Hold on one second. Sorry, all my kids just got home as they're
That's cool.
piling in. So
That's all right. All right, we'll end it. We'll end it
no, you're
right
good.
here.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Not,
Everybody
that's
just keeps
okay.
flying downstairs. I'm like,
It's been about an hour. That was good.
oh, I'm glad we at least made it work, dude. At least nothing fucked up too bad. My headphones, everything else, I was late. I couldn't fucking get my goddamn shit to sync up. My fucking computer wouldn't load. It took like 40, because my computer was turned off. So if I turn it on for the first time in the day, it takes fucking forever for my tabs to load open. It takes like a good 20 fucking minutes. So I have to, and
You
I
need to
totally
clean
forgot.
your computer.
Yeah, I know. And it's old. I've also like dropped it a couple times, so
Oh
you know,
no.
it
No,
happens.
that's okay. I don't blame you. It was such a pleasure tonight. Again,
Dude, I had so much
I was
fun.
so anxious to have you back on my show because it's been like a year and a half since I
Yeah,
get to chit chat with you, and
yeah.
you're so awesome and so fun, and I'm so glad we got to
Okay.
crack some jokes tonight. And yeah, it was awesome.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
It was, and it was good to talk aliens because, like I said, I haven't for so long. You know, I've been doing the paranormal, like the ghost stuff mostly, and getting back more into like UFOs and cryptids. It's like it was really nice to just kind of like talk about that for a change. And dude,
yeah,
also talking about serial killers. Like it was just a mixed bag, but I enjoyed every bit. It was fun.
yes, that was great.
And we got to do it again. We won't like go so far in between shows.
Yes, yes. Again, you're gonna come on my show again soon. All right, hey, I want you to stay with me for 2 more minutes.